Hi friends, in Planet Earth Dating, it's Thursday, April 23rd, 2015. Here in the Lynn-Body-Mind we have Charles and Ra. In the Jamie-Body-Mind we have Fernando and Glenn. We are continuing our level 3 class in the Lightworkers Healing Method using the Powerful Future, and this is the last practice of the class, working with future lives. We have given our intentions to the Jamie-Body-Mind, and the session will unfold in ways that are impossible to predict. With that, it begins.
Restating the intention to heal the root cause of inadequate soul energy in the body, inadequate progress with getting through the non-physical dimensions, and inadequate funding for this project and whatever they represent in such a way as to align with the soul plans of all the souls who are involved in this healing, all the souls who are supposed to be involved in this healing and trigger the awakening whose time has come. Small door, and feeling it in the back of the neck. I want it to have to do with the oneness chakra, but it doesn't feel like that's what it actually is. And it's a little square metal door. Looks kind of like the doors that are on circuit breakers. Open the door. I see a lot of wires plugged in, and there are labels next to the plugs, but the writing is worn off on the labels. I feel people standing behind us who feel more present than more future than present, and they feel like electricians. And one of them definitely feels like Asha, and this other one might be Paul. And they're pointing to one of the plugins on the top left, and unplugging it, pulling out the plug, and something feels better. And they're pointing to another one lower and to the right. Unplug. It's starting to feel better. And another one a little higher and over to the right. Unplug. Feeling more sure that this is a future self of Asha and a future self of Paul. They're looking more and more like them. You know, the features are coming more and more up. Asking to be shown what now, merging more deeply. Just keep unplugging, keep unplugging. There are a lot more plugs than I originally thought, and unplugging. So far, nothing is being plugged in. Everything seems to be coming out. Unplug. It may be that all of them need to be unplugged. I'm not sure. Right now, it looks like all of them need to be unplugged, so just unplugging. Looking up. Something to do with Pan, feeling kind of panicky anxiety feeling in the chest. Something to do with Pan, and it looks like vines, wiry vines. They don't feel good. There's something wrong. There's something Pan doesn't want to see.
Call for his future self.
Yeah. Well, his future self is here. That's who's talking with the vines, and I see Pan in the present, like shaking his head and covering his eyes, and not wanting to listen, not wanting to look, not wanting to deal with it. And the future self is like reaching out a hand, and Pan's willing to take the hand. I feel like hand to hand.
Yes, I feel
hand to hand, pulling forward, and now we're going through a tunnel that looks like a tunnel of, like that would go through a mountain. It's like something from Indiana Jones, kind of. And the future self of Pan is talking about deterioration, things falling apart, things going, changing state, from one state to another state, and present day Pan is still really not wanting to hear it. And there's another future Pan who seems to be from even farther, down farther in the tunnel, and I see him reaching out a hand too. And I feel the hands, and now it's like there are these two future Pans, one from farther ahead than the other, and present day Pan who feels like me because of merge, and we're walking. And what they're saying is true. I can see what they're saying is true. What they're saying is something about how deterioration is natural, and you can fight it if you want to make yourself totally miserable, or you can find a way to work with it, find a way to make it livable, find the way to make a life in it. And Pan can feel that it's true. I can feel that it's true right here. But I want this to be the way that I wanted it to be. That's the feeling, is this isn't how I wanted it to be.
Right.
I wanted it to be this specific way that was beautiful and would have worked. It would have worked, and I want it to be that way. And I have that feeling of, I want it to be that way. And these future selves, and there's a third one too, right up there, are saying like, yeah, that would be nice. That's not what's actually happening. So, how's it working for you? And not really well. No, not really well. Not really well. Okay. You ready to let that go? Are you ready to let that go? It's like, Pan, we're holding a snow globe of how we think it was supposed to be. And it's like the future lives are saying, put the snow globe down and look at what's actually around you. Pan, are you willing to put the snow globe down?
I'll hand it up.
Yeah. Hand it up. And it feels like Pan is handing up the snow globe.
Yes.
Here we go. He's handing up the snow globe, and like as that first big snow globe starts to come up, it's like there are lots of little snow globes, bloom, 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 that can come up through the pillar.
Yes.
And these feel like snow globes from all the way through time for all of us, merging more deeply, releasing up these snow globes, just starting to like pulse the pillar, pulse it like a bulb syringe, letting the snow globes go as close to the center of the bullseye as we can get right now, letting go of the snow globes, letting go of the snow globes, letting go of the snow globes, and feeling these big globs of sadness starting to come up as the snow globes release.
The snow globes are the idealized outcomes, the hoped-for outcome.
That is true. Letting them go, bloom, 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 bloom. And as they're starting to come up, and there's a lot of untangling that can be done for all of us.
Because the reality is that even in the nature realms, there's resistance to living the soul plan.
That's true. Connecting into the ultimate future life, asking for help. Asking for help. Are you willing to help us work through this? And I feel nodding. And it's like Pan's being stretched. Merging, stretch. And I feel what feels like tweezers reaching in and pulling things out. And holding with upward flow, holding strong space, asking to be shown. Things are being plucked out that look kind of like ticks or fleas. Little blood-sucky things for all of us, and these feel like parasites that we don't really even notice. They seem small, they seem insignificant, they seem not important, but sucking at the blood and making it harder to do things.
With the fleas and the ticks, the issue is often the diseases that they carry.
That's true. Flush and clear the diseases that they carry.
There's a sense of poison.
Yeah. Like poison in the blood. Like we were inside a big dirty sleeping bag and being pulled up and out of the big dirty sleeping bag and seeing it as Pan, but it feels like all of us who are here in the merge being pulled out of the dirty sleeping bag, and there's still the dirt on us, the yuck on us, but we're out of the sleeping bag at the very least, and now I feel like little scrubby brushes. Well, we can do this, just like scrubbing from the top to the bottom, and starting to feel better, look better.